Among English families, the story of Jack and the Beanstalk still travels from fireside to kitchen table. In the early 19th century English countryside, a poor widow and her son lived with a gentle cow. One morning, no milk came. Worry filled the cottage. Jack promised to help, but work was hard to find. Mother said they must sell the cow and try to begin again. Before we go on, if you enjoy stories like this from around the world, please like and subscribe for new stories daily. Jack led the cow toward market. Along the lane he met a funny-looking old man who greeted him by name and teased a riddle about beans. Jack answered quickly. The man offered magical beans in exchange for the cow, promising they would grow to the sky by morning. Curious and hopeful, Jack agreed, took the beans, and hurried home, thinking of fresh chances. At home, Jack proudly showed the beans. His mother was dismayed. In a rush of worry, she scolded him for trading their best cow for paltry beans, tossed them out the window, and sent Jack to bed without supper. In the attic, he lay awake, feeling sorry for his mother and a bit for himself, until at last he fell asleep. Morning light filled the room strangely, bright in one part, shadowy in another. Jack peered out and gasped. The tossed beans had grown into a giant beanstalk, thick as a tree, rising into the clouds. Joy and wonder swept him. Without waiting for breakfast, Jack ran outside and began to climb toward the sky and whatever might be there. At the top, Jack found a long road and a great castle. A big woman stood on the step. Jack asked politely for breakfast. She warned that her husband was an ogre who liked boys on toast. Jack begged for food. Kindness won, and she brought him into the warm kitchen with bread, cheese, and milk. Thump, thump, thump. The whole house trembled. The ogre came in with 3 sheep over his shoulder. He grumbled, sniffed the air, and muttered about smelling an English boy. His wife soothed him and set breakfast. After eating, the ogre counted 2 bags of gold until his eyelids drooped, and soon he snored like thunder. When the ogre slept, Jack slipped from hiding, grabbed 1 bag of gold, and hurried away. He reached the beanstalk, lowered the bag first, then climbed down himself. At home, he showed his mother the gold, and for a while they lived comfortably, with food on the table and hope in their hearts. When the gold was gone, Jack climbed again. The big woman hesitated, but let him in after coaxing. Soon the ogre returned, sniffed, and ate his meal. Then he called for a hen that laid golden eggs. "Lay," he said, and the hen produced an egg of gold. When the ogre slept, Jack took the hen and fled. Though now rich, Jack felt drawn to climb once more. The ogre's wife hid him in a copper pot. After the ogre ate, he called for a golden harp that played by itself. Music filled the hall until he slept. Jack seized the harp and ran. The harp cried, "Master!" and the ogre woke and thundered after Jack. Jack slid down the beanstalk with the harp, and the ogre followed. "Mother, bring the axe," Jack called. When the ogre was halfway, Jack chopped the beanstalk near the ground. The ogre tumbled, the stalk crashed, and all grew quiet. Jack and his mother lived safely and kindly ever after. Being brave and clever can turn hard times into better days. And that was the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. What did you think of the story and the lesson? Share your comments below.